Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
Woo!
Are you already finished cooking?
Yep.
Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
I mean, you could learn. It's an achievable skill. After a delicious meal together, you tell Hypatia about connecting with Irminsul.
Even
Right,
though
yes,
everything
I
you
remember
mentioned
now.
was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time.
We've got main character disease.
It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
Just lay it on thicker.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I think I understand.
Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Exactly, you hear that, chat? I finally grown my IQ above 3.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload.
Oh.
Hence the adverse reactions.
Huh.
Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though. It appears you've already fully recovered.
Would appear.
Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Hell yeah.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
Mastery.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa. You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
About connecting with a god? Gee, Paimon, I wonder why.
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies.
Like where we came from.
Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers.
Very mystic.
If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact.
Ew. That's not ominous at all.
I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage.
Glad we're all safe here.
Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself.
I'm glad I have plot armor.
That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa. So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby.
They're cute.
I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Yeah, no.
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh?
Oh, is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do.
Huh?
The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Reminds me of the dream I saw from the Aranara. It's been a minute.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep.
I don't believe that for a second.
I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming.
I immediately don't like this.
I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again.
That sounds like very bad to me.
But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
I agree.
Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
I don't plan on it.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Lay it on me.
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you.
Oh, it's okay. You're doing your best.
If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
We wish you luck in your endeavors.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors.
I didn't. I wished you luck.
I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
If you wanted to, thank me, you could do that instead. You continue chatting before settling down for a good night's rest. Am I gonna have a freaky dream?
All right, and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand.
What now?
I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Oh.
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
I want to cause a scene.
Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Huh?
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort. And now
Who is he?
requires your assistance.
What does he
And what
want?
exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
I'm gonna fight whoever this is.
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
Oh,
And
yeah.
how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't trust that. It's not
If
good.
that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it.
Communication.
Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
That's a cool back thingy. What you looking at me for, huh? Hey, wait a minute. What you looking at me for?
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
Good.
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound.
Yep.
She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Yep.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Perhaps.
Right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, great.
Well,
On our own.
do you at
On
least
our own
know
again.
anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
There is no one in Sumeru
Let me
City. We
think.
show up and it's just a ghost
My
town.
trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know.
Oh.
He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Sure.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But wait, before that...
We have to say goodbye.
That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Oh.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
I've been waiting for you
Dog.
two. Never mind.
Hmm?
I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Hey, wait a minute.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
We'll be back to see you soon.
Don't worry about me.
It's
can
too
take care
late.
of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way
I
of
didn't-
my duties.
I didn't
want to
say
be a
it
forest
was.
ranger after all.
I didn't.
It's up
I.
to me and the others to protect the rainforest here.
Yes, I didn't say so.
Well,
I have full faith in you.
I'm
You can do
sorry.
anything you want to.
I should have told you both about my condition when we
Oh
first met.
no! Wait a minute, no.
I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend,
Hey, no, I get it.
not some girl that needs your sympathy.
Oh.
But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another. There's no need to apologize, Kyle.
Yeah, not at
We
all.
should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you. Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you. Oh? What is it?
Oh, whoa.
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember?
Yes, yes,
Hey,
yes,
it's a little,
yes.
messy, so please don't laugh.
Oh, never.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
Hell
And
yeah.
whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Of course.
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
I will see you soon.
Sumeru City! We finally made it!
Woo!
Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Yeah.
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city.
Like the
In fact,
Akashic
The
records?
Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device.
Device.
Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved
Uh.
Great Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge.
I'm hearing a lot about
After centuries
Rukkhadevata,
of
but
tireless
what
research on the
about
Akasha, the Academia
Kusanali?
created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need.
Oh,
I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the
Bro,
thing
we
that
got the
Tainari
internet
was
now.
telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
bro, we got the internet.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival.
I
Here are your
see.
Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
That's one hell of a Wi-Fi password.
Since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try. Ahem. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom. Whoa. Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing.
Whoa.
All we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Just casually having advanced
That is the
technology
power of the Akasha.
in the middle of this
And with
medieval
that,
landscape.
Let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Sumeru Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes.
Let's Paimon try.
Do it.
500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kale was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Huh? Paimon doesn't sense anything. The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's question.
Same happened to me also. This is a banger! God, Hoyo Mix. They never miss. They always slap.
Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it.
Yeah.
Paimon's brain is exhausted.
Maybe I'll indirectly find more information about Kusanali.
Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it?
What do you want for dinner? Let's just go to Lesser Lord Kusanali. There wasn't really anything I didn't already know. Hello?
You too? Well,
I thought that man was approaching us! Greater Lord, Rukkhadevata. Red dots of light appeared in my mind. Aw. Feelings of affection, intimacy, nostalgia, sadness, anxiety all come to my mind.
uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon.
Why doesn't the Akasha answer my question? Oh! The Akasha doesn't like to respond to every query. All seem the same queries which other people. The Akasha is still on parts knowledge based on each person's identity, age, experience. Oh, wow, that was quick.
Because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this.
Oh, I see how it is. I have to prove myself to you, Akasha.
Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended.
I can do it.
He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha.
Almost certainly.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Oh my
Yes, that's me.
god. No, not the mustache.
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari?
Yes.
Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
I think you misunderstood.
Here, this is a letter from Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Ah, ooh, what a relief.
Dweeb.
It nearly scared the life out of me. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
Oh.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that?
Ha ha ha. Rub it in his face,
You were
Paimon.
able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Oh.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she
Oh.
just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Maybe she's nervous.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing.
What do you mean it may not
In
be a
this
bad
world,
thing?
There will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom.
Yeah,
Take me, for
yeah,
example.
yeah.
It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
So by area of expertise, you mean this kind of
Hey,
stuff?
come on. This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low it's like digging holes in the dirt.
Oi.
So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
There's still one other person we know.
Huh? Like who?
Catherine!
Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Oh, Sumeru Catherine. Catherine!
Ad Astra Abyssask. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We
Everything.
want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
Catherine, I'm so lost. I need help with everything. Please, Catherine, please.
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha.
What?
I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Are you a robot?
Aw, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we
I thought it was a meme that you were a
Please
robot.
do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception.
Oh.
Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles.
I see.
If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Thanks a bunch, Thanks a bunch, Catherine!
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
I look forward to seeing you everywhere I go all the time.
To the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Woo.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
What happened there?
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way.
I think there was meant to be a little explainy card that we just didn't get.
Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Why not? It'd be cool.
Seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
But why?
Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. In their
I don't like
eyes,
that.
She was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy.
I don't like that
Because
one
of
bit.
the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
She's just a baby, be nice to her.
But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the god of wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Asfand.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
After leaving the Citadel of Rexar, you question several people in Sumeru City. Sumeru.
Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information
Yeah, I don't
ever
like.
since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems.
That is a very curious thing. That this is the city of wisdom. And yet they're like, if the Akasha doesn't want me to have the knowledge, then I shouldn't have the knowledge. I just, Like, everyone is meant to be seeking wisdom. They're like, well, if they don't think I should have the wisdom, I'll just stop seeking the wisdom. What?
Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad.
Oh, it was okay.
One of
Your name
Lesser
showed
Lord
up here before you
Kusanali's
even said it.
faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
What an amazing story.
Yeah, thanks for the story. Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
Me too. Can we meet her, though?
In a way. It seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that,
Huh?
Terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Huh? Everything all right there?
What the heck just happened?
I have no idea. What's
It
going
looks like
on?
we're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her?
Why would they?
Thanks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali. We can't let them get in the way now. Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad.
Yes.
Have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Never saw her.
Yeah, she went that way.
Never saw her.
Quick, after her.
I perfected the art of looking in the other direction. I see some sincerity. I look away.
Find